Hi, I'm Sonya Colberg, Features Editor with the Oklahoman, and I'm here today with Regina McCurdy with the Oklahoma State Department of Health. And she is going to demonstrate how parents can keep their children safe in car seats with the straps and so forth.
Okay, the first thing I want to go over in this part is just that when you put your child in the car seat and you snap them into their harnesses, it's very important that you make sure that harness is snug. What we say is if you can pinch any material up on the harness, then it's too loose. You need to snug it down a little more so your fingers slip off the harness. Not so tight that you can't at least slide one finger underneath, and then once the harness is tight, the little clip in the front, the retainer clip, which normally is found down on the belly of the child, you push that all the way up where it's at the armpit level on the child so that it places the harnesses in the correct place. In a rear-facing seat, the harness slots should be at or below the child's shoulders, and in a forward-facing seat, the harnesses should be at or above the child's shoulders.
Okay, and what about this this part of it?
On an infant carrier, on most car seats, this is strictly for carrying. Once the child's in the vehicle, unless your car seat manual says otherwise, this should always be in the down position. If you happen to have one that says that it can be in an upright position, it will usually say whether it's 1, 2, or 3, it's not to be up with toys hanging from it. It's just supposed to be, actually it's usually more forward to act as a rebound bar. But if in doubt, always have this in the locked position back. Also very important on an infant carrier is this car seat should be at a 45-degree angle so that the newborn that has a heavy head, the head will lay back instead of falling forward when they fall asleep, because that could cut off their breathing.
And every year in Oklahoma, approximately 15 children under the age of 5 die in vehicle wrecks. So this is an important issue. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. First, I'd like to go over the infant carrier car seat. This is designed to be used with a newborn, usually 5 to 22 pounds. It's rear-facing only. We'll install it since we talked about the child being in it in just a minute. The second seat I have is a convertible seat. If a child outgrows this seat before 1 year and 20 pounds, which is how long we'd like for the child to stay in it, then you would go to a convertible seat that can be used forward-facing, or by flipping that, it can be turned rear-facing so that you get the 45-degree angle that we talked about. Then this, when the child is past 1 year and 20 pounds, you can turn it around, and they're forward-facing until 40 pounds on this particular seat. You always have to read your manual to find out the seat that you're buying. If the child is in this seat for 1 year and 20 pounds, you go to your third seat, which is the booster seat, forward-facing only. Again, these harnesses are good up to 40 pounds. After 40 pounds, the harnesses come out, and this is just used like you would sit in a seat. The seat belt just goes over the child, and it brings them up high enough that it makes them fit like an adult, makes the seat belt fit like an adult. We're going to be installing the infant carrier base. It's very important that the base is set so that you'll get a 45-degree angle on the car seat. So on this particular seat, this bottom comes down. You can use noodles, swimming pool noodles that are cut, or a rolled up blanket if it doesn't have one of those. But we're just going to pull this seat belt out. And there are many different types of seat belt retractors and latches, so you would need to read your vehicle manual on what you have. But on this particular seat, we're just going to put that in there. This is the most common. You have a switchable retractor, so once this is in, you're just going to slowly pull this out till you get to the end, and that changes this to where it is locking in every position instead of moving freely. So once that's done, just push down on the car seat, pulling on the top belt. Continue pulling as tight as you can, feeding the excess webbing back up into the retractor. Once that's accomplished, at the belt path, you just want to pull a snug pull, and you shouldn't have more than 1 inch of movement from side to side or forward and back. Do not test it from the front because you'll always have movement, only from the belt path. Now we're going to actually put the seat in. And again, you're putting your handle down, and you want to be sure that you have that 45-degree angle so that the child's head, which is the heaviest part of the body, If it was too high, the head would fall forward when the child sleeps. So this is very critical to get that 45-degree angle on there. I'd like to stress that what you saw on this video is strictly for this vehicle and this particular car seat and the seat belt that's in this vehicle. For more information, if you'll go to our website or call us at area code 405-271-3430, and we'd be happy to make an appointment to show you how to install your car seat or check your installed car seat.
Let's see it.